Question 5, first term uniform test. In this question, you are given two conditions. One is x is larger than y and x squared is smaller than y squared. And you are going to determine which of the following must be true. So in this question, we have two conditions here. Condition 1, and I'm going to use the other color, and condition 2. And in the same time, you have to know that what is the meaning of must be true. If the statement must be true, it must be true for all value. We don't have any counter example for it. So we have some statement: x smaller than 0, y smaller than 0, and the sum of x and y smaller than 0. So how can we approach this question? I'm going to use not just by the substitution, but using the number line to do it. So we have the number line. For the first condition, x is larger than y. That means x is on the right of y. Okay, this is the first situation or first information. Okay, and the other restriction is x squared is smaller than y squared. So when I'm looking at this restriction, okay, you should know that when we are going to take the square for both of the side, we don't care about whether the number is positive or negative. All we need to care is the unknown. It's the distance of that unknown from 0. And you can see that y squared is larger than x squared. So the position of 0 will determine this restriction. That means if 0 is further away from y than x, then it can fulfill the restriction. So when we are looking at the number line here, we set the 0 at this point, which is between y and x, but it is closer to x. When you set the 0 here, then it can fulfill the second restriction. That is, the distance of y from 0, actually, it is longer than the distance of x from 0. So what do you have? When you set a 0 here and fulfill both of the restriction, then you can see that x here is larger than 0, y is smaller than 0, and in the same time, x plus y is more negative, okay, and it will become negative also. Okay, some of you may ask me another question, that is, how about if I set the 0 which is on the right to x? So I use the green color here. Yes, you still can fulfill these two restrictions. That is, the y squared is larger than x squared. However, when you're looking at the result, when we set the 0 on the right hand side of x, you can see both x and y are negative, and x plus y are also negative. So does it mean that the statement 2 is also correct? No. Statement 1 is also correct? No, because for different position of 0, actually x can be positive or it can be negative. That means it is just the possible case, but it is not the must be true statement. So in this question, for the answer, statement 1 is not must be true, so we cannot choose statement 1 to be one of the answer. Then the only correct answer is D. The statement 2 and statement 3 must be true for this question.